So Dricus du Plessis gets the victory over Strickland, and what a fight it was, a very tight fight. In my eyes, Strickland did enough to win, but you've got to remember guys, I am a Strickland fan, so there is going to be a slight bias towards him. When you're watching one of your favourite fighters fight, you often remember the good things he did, but forget the good things the opponent did. But I'm going to try and be as unbiased as possible. But anyway, what did Strickland do well there? In my eyes, his jab was excellent. The whole reason that du Plessis' face was all swollen up was because of his jab. And he had particular success when he doubled up on his jab. And it was intercepting du Plessis as he was coming in. The other thing he did really well was check leg kicks. Du Plessis likes to throw a lot of leg kicks at the start of fights. Couldn't seem to land one. Not one. Strickland defended them extremely well. And the third thing Strickland did really well was use his teep kick. Now, these are all things he did well, but they also are reasons why the fight was so close. And I say this because he did double up on the jab, but he could have done it more. He threw good teep kicks, but he could have thrown them more. The checking the leg kicks was very good. I can't fault that. But if he had fought exactly as he did in round one, the entirety of the fight wouldn't have been close in my opinion. He did enough in my eyes, but the fight wouldn't have been close. When he doubled up on the jab throughout the fight, when he did do it, it landed and it was disrupting the flow of du Plessis, but he could have done it more. If he had landed the teep kick more often after round one and utilized it more effectively, he could have won the fight. Because in the first round he used it for two reasons. One, to tire out his opponent, because getting hit to the body over and over again tires you out. And number two, to give himself distance. It's almost a push. You've got to think, a teep kick, by the way, is a front kick to the body almost. But you push the opponent away with the longest limb of your body, you're going to get the most time to recover or to rest or to think about what you want to do. If you push with the hand, you're not going to push someone very far. But with the leg, it's almost sometimes double the length of your arm. So the teep kick was used for that reason, but could have been used more. Du Plessis, on the other hand, struggled in round one. And it took him time to find flow, to find rhythm in the fight. But what he did really well after round one was utilize takedowns. And you utilize takedowns for a number of reasons. One, to take down your opponent. Two, to give them something to think about when they're striking. Because if someone's level changing to takedown, you're gonna drop your hands, you're gonna get ready to defend the takedown, and then you can land strikes. And three, to tire out your opponent. And I think the two last ones were what gave du Plessis success, in my opinion. He was attempting takedowns, and these two things are directly correlated, in my opinion. As soon as he started attempting takedowns, he had more success in the striking department. As those overhands started to land as well. And he tired out Sean a little bit. Now, du Plessis didn't have much success with the leg kicks, so he stayed away from them. After leg kicking for a long time, he started attempting kicks to the head. And I do recall him landing one, I think at round 3 or 4. He landed a great head kick. But overall, a very tight fight, an extremely tight fight. If you call this a robbery, you don't know MMA. This is not a robbery. I'm not saying this is a robbery, I just thought Sean won. Du Plessis did a great job, and so did Sean. And du Plessis lasted the 5 rounds, which surprised me. I was one of the people that doubted that he had a good gas tank, that he could last as long as he did, but he did last long, and he did really well. And if the championship belt could have gone to anyone in that division, I would have wanted it to be du Plessis. The unfortunate news is that because du Plessis has the title, I do believe that they're going to try and get du Plessis and Israel Adesanya in there as soon as possible. I'm not a fan of Israel, so I don't really want to see him fighting for the belt, so I'll just be honest with you. Does this fight warrant a rematch? Yes, in my opinion it does. If Alex Pereira knocked out Israel Adesanya in devastating fashion and Israel Adesanya got an instant rematch, then I don't see why Strickland shouldn't get a rematch in such a tight fight. There's a difference though. Do I think they'll give him a rematch? No. They're going to go for the Israel fight for sure. That's the one that they're going to try and bank on. which is disappointing because I think Sean is a great champion. He's a voice for a lot of people that are fed up of the bullshit that we have to deal with nowadays. No, I don't agree with everything he says, by the way, so don't think I do, but a lot of the times in the world we live in, there's a lot of bullshit and he calls it out, so people like him, and I think he's a good champion. Do you guys think that Sean Strickland won the fight? Do you think that Du Plessis did enough? Do you think it was a robbery? In my eyes, it wasn't a robbery, but if you thought that, leave it in the comments below. I'm gonna go to bed because I'm absolutely knackered. UK time-wise, it's 8 o'clock in the morning, and I've been up since possibly 12, so I'm knackered. You can probably hear it in my voice. I will be doing a much more in-detailed review of the fight later on. This is just my instant reaction. But yeah, like and comment, guys. Thank you for all the support, and I'll see you in the next video.